our bodies exist only for a short while, and the problems follows. Notahema, notahema, mutorere wa mudu, gukudino, iria ya bago, kwaida nyinyi, wirawayo adira, ega kojo. This world that we live and our bodies could be destroyed at any time. But God prepares for us a home in heaven, where we shall live with Him forever and ever. No tahema, it is like a tent. No tahema, mutorere wa mutu, gukodino, iria ya bago, kwaida nyinyi, wirawayo athira, ega kujuo. Good night, guys. Good night, family. Good night, everyone. Good night, all that have been involved in joining me sometimes live. You know, it's quite a long time since I joined live, guys. But I feel, strengthened. I feel revived. I feel rejuvenated once again to come back to you, with good news and also with bad news, because all of them are a part of life. I wanted to actually narrate to my own language, to talk to the people in my language, in my culture, and so forth. But then I realized that I'm an international man, I associate with the people of the whole world. I associate with the global world. And so I'm going to speak in English and I'm going to translate it into my people, in their own language so that they are not left behind. I wanted to share a story of a lady that I have been taking care of very recently for maybe about 3 good years, even though I had known her a little earlier, and I used to take care of her for some time, and then I had to depart, for various things that happened in my life. I went and I had to come back here and to continue with what I was doing, And so we only parted for a while, actually, because when I came back, I just started, helping her, Anyway, this lady, whom I have known for quite a number of years, more than 5 years, used to take care of her when I was a missionary for some time, which I, of course, I'm still am. And I remember she used to come to the centers where we used to serve and take care of our poor children and our poor people who were affected with HIV and AIDS, the elderly, those who are weak, the abandoned, the rejected, the homeless and the destitute, and those who are hungry. We used to take care of them, maybe 500 people in a day or 600 or more. We never used to count. We used to take care of everyone that came along our side or our way. So she was among them, and she used to attend to our church also, every Sunday. And she used to carry her children along with her. She had one daughter and the two boys. The two boys, she used to bring them. By then, they were young, actually, So they used to come, and sometimes I would make sure that I reserve some biscuits for them, or whatever I had, Sometimes a little rice, a little pieces, beans. For those who come from Africa, we call them beans. Yeah, I used to do that, for her. And you guys, by the way, you're free to make your comments. I'm not here by myself. I'm not here alone, So feel much welcome to comment or say something. You can say it in a positive way or whatever you want to say. You're free to comment. Anyway, I'm trying to make this story short because I'm going to come back and share the other episode, the next episode of this story, because I want to teach our world. I want to teach our young people. I want to teach those persons who think that our parents are not important. I want to share so that this story help other people. It is common, my dear brothers and sisters, to get angry, to get vexed with our parents. But also, on the other hand, it is also important that we reconcile with our parents, that we look for all the means to make our parents happy, and especially our mothers. Do you know the importance of a mother? Have you ever sat down and reflect how important your mother is to your life? How your mom carried you for 9 years in her womb when she had to face, you know, morning sickness, night sicknesses. Sometimes she was beaten, scolded by your father, by your dad. Sometimes she was a single mother. She had to work with your pregnancy day and night, especially for this woman. She used to work with the garbage trucks. And that is why I respect her. You can imagine she used to work like a male, like a man, with a garbage truck. The garbage truck, that's where you find all kind of nastiness, guys. The garbage truck stinks. And she had to go there in order to take care of her children. The garbage truck. Sometimes people throw even their aborted children in the garbage. That's where you find the leftover food in the garbage because it is a dirty place. That's where you find, the, all the smells. That's where you find the worms. Because in the garbage you find everything. That's why you find the shit. What kind of shit? You find it in the garbage. And this is where this woman used to work to take care of her children. And this is one of them, one of her children, who refused to see her when she was sick, when she was in her dying bed, even in the hospital, and even in her house. And it was only a short distance where her daughter could walk and go and see her. Anyway, to make the story short, my friend was admitted in the hospital a week ago. When she was admitted in the hospital, I was suspicious, if she was going to live maybe longer, but I wasn't also ready to lose her such early. Anyway, so when she was in the hospital, still, of course, nobody goes to see her, even though her boyfriend used to try and go and see her. Anyway, so it reached a time that the doctors called me one Saturday, last week Saturday night. The doctors called me from Kingston Public Hospital and they said to me, would you come and see, come tomorrow morning, come Ari? Yeah, we would like to see you. And I said to them, I kind of sense, maybe something strange might have happened. But also, I was preparing to go to the church the following morning. And so I said to them, I think it would also be nice that you contact her biological daughter. You would contact her because I have her contact, and give me 2 minutes so that I would check out her contact for her. And they allowed me. So I checked out the contact and I gave to them the contact. Yeah, I said to them, that is her real, true biological daughter. And so they did that. They contacted the daughter, and she was not into any remorse. She wasn't moved by the call. And so the following day, I attended the first mass, and then after first mass, my head was still beating up, that, something might be happening with my friend. And so I said to my friend, I decided to call her. And I called her. When I called her, I said, um,
so and so, did the doctors call you? She said yes. Okay, have you gone to the hospital? She asked me, what is happening? I said to her, I'm not sure what is happening because I was also called as you were called. Now tell me what is happening. I said to her, I'm not sure what is happening. Yeah, so I said to her, I think you need to go to the hospital. So I asked her, so are you going to go to the hospital? She said to me, when we feel like, do you know, guys, what that means in patois, in proper grammar, in English? It means when I feel like, at ndeciria nĩ ngũthiĩ kuona mami, something like that, kana ndeigua, oh yes, ndeigua, in my language, ndeigua, nĩ ngũthiĩ kũmuona. And this is your mother suffering at her deathbed. And fortunately, I, in my own knowledge or whatever it could be, or wisdom impacted by God, by the Holy Spirit, in the New Year's Day, I text this girl a whole sort of message. Probably, maybe it is good that I read it for you, what I did text to this lady. Yeah, let me read for you this message. I think it was a rich message. Probably it can help us all so that we don't repeat the same mistakes, towards our parents. Yeah, I'm going to read for you what I text this lady last year. I'm going to reserve her name for the sake of publicity. I said to her, I said to her a message that was for the New Year's Day. Before it gets busy tonight, before the network get jammed, before I fall asleep with the praise adoration, before 2021 is finally gone, before 2022 finally comes, before anybody else, I would wish you a happy new year. That's how I began. Then I text with my own hands this message to this daughter who has lost her mother. Okay, see, I wrote my name and then I say, I also kindly ask you to just humble yourself, my lovely friend, and visit your mom. I wrote that. I added, probably you are a healing to her, even though she may give you headaches or troubles. It's common for helpless persons, as I understood, to piss you off, but we dearly miss our mothers when they are gone. I personally wrote that. Nobody can take the space of a mother, dear. Okay, please. Then I continued and added, your mom has gone down greatly in her health for the entire month of December and about roughly 2 weeks, my dear. She needs your attention, please. She needs your little attention, I believe. And then I added Happy New Year and I closed the chapter. So, this lady has no regrets that I didn't inform her. She knows everything. I did my duty. I informed her what was right, that she was supposed to go and visit her mother because her health was deteriorating. Let's go back to this Saturday, to the Sunday now. So when I called her and she said to go to the hospital and she gave an excuse that she was going to go there when she feel like, I myself, I said to her, please go and see your mother. We do not know what is happening. Go and check out what the doctors were saying. Go and see your mother. Anyway, I came home after second mass because I have to come home, and I was preparing to go back to the hospital to see this lady. Welcome, welcome. I can see one of the viewers. It is okay if you identify yourself so that I can acknowledge your presence. You can text there, you can type, and feel at home with me. Feel at home with us, because I'm sure this video is going to go viral. And a lot of people are going to see this story. They're going to share it with others. So this lady, I was at a shop. I was buying a phone card so that I could call her and check out if she had gone to the hospital. And shortly earlier, I had spoken to one of the pastors. I had asked him if he could call her and convince her to go and see her mother in the hospital. So, anyway, I was at a start point. I was studying at the outside one of the hospitals that is nearby. It is called the University of West Indies. So, when I was just right standing there on the roadside, I received a call. I received a call. It was this girl who was calling me now. You know what she said to me? Well, as they were calling, she passed away. She passed on. She passed off yesterday morning, that her mother had died on Friday morning. So when they were calling us on Saturday, she was actually dead, 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 as we say in Patwa. Okay? She was dead. She was dead and gone. Yes, my poor daughter. Somehow she's in neglect right now, and somehow she is accepting. A lot of things are rising up in her minds. A lot of things now and then are coming up in her minds. You know, I am not sure if I should share with you one of the things that is coming up in her mind. She's pregnant right now, and she's thinking of giving that child away for adoption, because to her, she thinks that when she get that child, because it is a girl, it will always remind her the situation that her mother was in, and she couldn't, help her mother out. And she understood very clearly now, after I spoke to her, that she failed to help her mother. You know, she was trying to look and to go after, her mother's wealth and so forth. Little wealth she has, or little resources that her mother had gathered, And she found out that her names were deleted. You know, she's no longer existing in her mother's will. It was given to the two boys, who are with their father. So the two boys has taken the will. And so I said to her in my encouragement, she asked me, not even a house my mother could leave for me, that she only left me the bag that had her things in the hospital, and there were no documents. And because of my closeness actually with the mother, she thought that I had the important of documents. But thank God I didn't have them. Yeah, even though we used to share, a lot of things we used to share with her mother. And she's happy that I have shared with her mother, deeper issues her mother would feel open to share with me. The point I'm trying to bring about here is that let us honor our parents as they live. Let us respect them. They are important to us. We do not know how long our parents are going to live. You never know. You never know. Don't you know that the food cooked by your mother is the best of the food you could ever taste in this world? For example, like myself, I love roti. Roti, the chapati or chapo, nazipenda sana. Nenye dete mega teaga dom muno muno muno. And I have never ever tasted a cooked tasty chapo roti than the one that my mom used to prepare. I have never tasted. I felt, you know, kind of away when I went home in 2014, and my mother wouldn't cook the chapo again because her hands are folded up like so, because she has what you call rheumatoid arthritis, you know. And I felt that I was missing. Let us treasure our parents when they live. Yani, reke tũtĩe aciari aitũ tondũ tũtiũĩ mũthenya ũrĩa Ngai akamaiyĩra, tũtiũĩ. Wĩ mũrathime nĩ gũkorwo wĩna mũciari. Mũirĩtu ũyũ rĩrĩa ndamwĩrire athiĩ akone mamu wao, oigire atĩ nĩ egũthiĩ Syria. Na rĩrĩa athire thibitarĩ, athire o kũgĩra ndangari kana nguo iria ciatigĩtwo nĩ mamu wao, tondũ mamu wao nĩ akorirwo nĩ ahurũka ta mũthenya wa ira. Mamu wao arakuire o ũguo, kairĩtu gaikarĩtie ũguo gagĩkenerera, na nginya gagakorwo nĩ kerĩte kamwana gake gatigathiĩ nginya kuona cũwe. Rĩu kairĩtu karaikara kena regret, ndagĩka ĩno kena ihu, kena nda, na kararingireti karona mwana ũrĩa kangĩheo no kamũheanire, atĩ nĩgetha mwana ũcio ndagakaririkanagie mamu wao, tondũ gatinagĩa na ndagĩka ya gũteithĩrĩria mamu wao. Na mamu wao ndarĩ kĩndũ kĩnene arendaga, no mũirĩtu ũcio rĩngĩ athiĩ gwake amũhũrĩre tũkuo o ũguo kana amũrugĩre tũirio. Yes, this is how we miss the blessings. We sit on our blessings. When you are around your parents, you are around your blessings. When you are around your senior citizens, you are around your blessings. When you are around your brothers and sisters, you are around your blessings. You are sitting on your blessings. The only thing that you and I need to do is just to harvest those blessings. Harvest them now. They are ripe. Do not wait until those persons are gone to the grave. So now is preparation for the night and the funeral. We cannot talk. We cannot speak to the dead. And I thank God I had an opportunity to exchange my words with this lady. In fact, on Tuesday, as she was going to die on Friday, I went for blood donation. I donated my blood. And so I feel fulfilled that I did my best to save a life. The song tells us that our life is like a tent. It's just here in existence for a while, and soon we shall go back to the Father. It was sung by Anthony Minor. I find it very meaningful. Thank you, guys. Thank you for whoever joined live. Remember to spread and share this video. Let it go viral. Remember to subscribe, my guys. We're soon there at 1K, okay? Notahema, muturire wa mudu gukuthino, iria yambagu kwa idainyi, wira wayo wathira igakujwo. Subscribe, guys. Subscribe and share. We shall receive a crown and then muturire wa mutu gukuthino, iria yambagwo kwa idaini, wira wayo wathira igakujwo.